Oh,
that was a nice picture of you guys.
One last hurrah for you.
Father and son there.
One last hurrah.
Yeah, Jay, this is bittersweet for us here. Sunday is your last day here with us.
It's not bittersweet for me.
I know, it's exciting for you.
It's exciting for me.
And we're excited for you.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you, I'm resigning. It's not retiring. I'm resigning. And tomorrow was going to be my last day because that's the 39-year anniversary of when Mark Shapiro hired me back in at Channel 27. But with the Badgers going to the game, it seemed odd to do live shots on Friday and fly back Saturday before the game. So we're gonna go through the whole thing. But yeah, Sunday will be.
Before we get to that, let's bid a farewell to what is known as the Dean of Madison sportscasters. Take a look.
Well, it's a rainy night in Seattle, that is for sure. And tomorrow's NFC Championship game is 22 hours and counting for the Badgers in the Final Four against Kentucky on Channel 3. In Buffalo with the Badger men's basketball team, Jay Wilson, News 3 Sports.
It is a career that spanned nearly 40 years and took Jay to the front row of some of the state's biggest sports stories. For Jay, it was a dream come true.
Well, you know, growing up, I used to watch a lot of sports on TV. I read the sports page in the newspaper every day, and I listened to about 5 baseball games a night on the radio. And my mom always said, Jay, don't pay so much attention to sports because you're never going to make a living at it.
But he made his mother proud. Channel 27 sports director Mark Shapiro hired Jay right after he graduated from the UW Journalism School in 1980 as the weekend sportscaster. He tried a brief stint at a Milwaukee station before returning to Channel 27. He became known as the Dean of Madison Television Sports, covering the local high school scene and the Badger football team's rise in prominence that led to the 1994 Rose Bowl.
The very first Rose Bowl, coming off the field after the celebration, after the post-game interviews and running to the locker room, and it's just hectic, and there's Jay sitting there with a camera.
Coach Alvarez? Here's Barry Alvarez, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm doing this with you, Jay.
You know, we got a really thing going here.
This is nice. I like meeting you like this.
Just said, can I get an interview? And I said, absolutely. I thought so much of Jay, naturally I stopped.
During those years, Jay was also the play-by-play voice for the state basketball tournaments. But in 2006, Jay decided the rigors of local television had taken their toll, and he retired from WKOW. For a couple of years, he was a reporter for the Big Ten Network and Fox Sports Wisconsin. But WISC was fortunate to lure Jay back. In 2008, he became sports director and joined the anchor teams at 6 and 10, a role that took him coast to coast, covering a Super Bowl, 2 Final Four bids, and a number of bowl games, including the granddaddy of them all.
It's almost time for the 97th Rose Bowl game between the Wisconsin Badgers and the TCU Horned Frogs.
Jay continued his passion for local sports coverage, leading the station efforts on Prep Mania, football and basketball games, and he was always willing to share with us his thoughts on playoff brackets.
I think Wisconsin. I'm going to go against all the so-called experts and say Wisconsin.
Did you pack your bracket board?
Well, we went to the Rite Aid Pharmacy just down the street from the Badgers Hotel, and look at this funky board we got.
Jay's been honored to be inducted into the Wisconsin Football Coaches Association, the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association, and the Chicago Academy of Arts and Sciences Silver Circle Award for his lifetime achievement in local broadcasting. For all of this, we salute Jay Wilson, Dean of Madison TV Sports, as he prepares for his next step in a storied career.
About a half hour away now, playing their Sweet 16 game here in Philadelphia. Well, I thank you very much. I'm speechless.
That was Danica.
You know, when that happened, my wife was not watching. All of a sudden, she getting all these texts from her friends saying, "Did you see what happened to your husband?" I'm like,
That was Danica Lewis, fellow employee.
Oh, no, that was not. I thought that was some random person.
I thought that was Danica.
Oh, no.
That's surprising. That's better. That's better.
That's news to me. Holy smokes.
So you're still going to be around. People can see you're going to be doing some stuff?
Yeah. In fact, the hour after I get back from Indianapolis on Sunday, I've got an assignment with Big Ten Network about the bowl coverage. So I'll jump right into that. But I'm going to take a step back for a little bit. It's a resignation, not a retirement. And I'll be around. My wife and I are staying in town. And can I say one quick thank you?
Yeah, sure.
All the UW coaches, from Barry Alvarez, Jeff Sauer, everybody has been so great. High school athletic directors, players, coaches, parents. My family's been great. I miss so many events of our kids because of this crazy schedule you have in television. They never held it against me. I appreciate that. My wife's the best person in the whole world. This is where you start crying in these things. But she's allowing me to resign. She's supporting everything I've done. She's never complained once, and that's why she's the greatest person in my life.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
An honor to work with you.
Thank you.
I hate goodbyes. No, I have to give you I know. I'm
Susan,
such
now,
a,
come on.
I'm such a softie.
Here, you can hear. Just wipe your tears up.
Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
We love you, Jay.
Thank you.
Well, it's time to get your pet questions answered. The number to call, 270-9933.
You thought the Danica thing was bad. Veterinarian Dr. Carrie Donahue is in the green room. She's ready to take your calls. The number, there she is. The number is 270-9933. Hi, Carrie. She's up next right after the break.